this replay.
A big collision.
There's the initial block, and there's the contact.
There's the contact. Thankfully, both players are okay.
So McCutcheon commits his first. He's the glue guy for this Cardinals program. The NC Medicaid lineup, and a bucket early for Ben Ferguson, anchoring this lineup. Healthcare coverage at low or no cost, medicaid.nc.gov. 78 points a game. Ferguson, it's a double-figure score right here.
Yeah, almost 17 points per game. Smooth outside shot. He's got the focus for the and one opportunity, and he can shoot it from the outside. He can take you off the dribble as well.
4 in double figures for the Wilson Prep Tigers coming in. Such a talented offense. Now on this end, senior point guard A.J. Jackson Sr. brings it up. It's a Cardinals team that in the 18-game winning streak has blown out opponents in this playoff run. Now they have the reigning champs on their hands. Jackson enters the lane. Great pass and a finish for Adrian Scott.
A.J. Jackson, he's a creator. Unselfish, beautiful little flip to Scott with the finish.
Now Ferguson 1v1 beats his man, but no good. And early on, Jay, the rebounding of the Cardinals impressive.
Yeah, boxing out and being physical.
How about that pass ahead of the lane, but no finish. Hudson a little creative there on the layup. He must have watched some tape of his former coach Ron Murphy with the Globetrotter days. And a miss on this end. This is the Cardinals team that want to plays with pace and space in the eyes of Coach Murphy. So an open three is short for Moore. Now on the run, it's Brandon Anderson. Nice extra pass, and Minner airballs the three.
And the Cardinals, one shot, nothing else. Do a nice job crashing the glass. And now look at how they space the floor, Evan, trying to create driving angles.
Here's A.J. Jackson, and he's fouled on the drive. A lot of pace to this game early. Jackson coming off a great performance in the region final. 6 assists in that win over South Stokes. So here's our first sub of the game. DeMarcus Milton, the sophomore point guard, comes in. He'll average 5 a game. Good bench play for the Cardinals this year.
Deep bench, reserves, and Coach Murphy has confidence going deep there and making sure everybody's fresh. Everybody on this team plays their role.
Not much luck in the paint so far there for the Cardinals. Great defense. So Moore gets into his bag and hits it. Nice jumper.
Only a freshman, 6'4" with that length, the handles, and he can shoot it over the top.
On this end, a miss for Ferguson. Tough shooting start for 3 for the Tigers. Aggressive drive, Johnson. And that'll go the other way, a turnover. Both these teams playing with so much tempo. How do you handle this in a state championship moment?
Well, it's, I mean, for these guys out here, they're excited for this opportunity, and this is the pace that they play with throughout the regular season in the playoffs. Right now, just still trying to find the rhythm on the offensive end, see a couple of shots fall through, but I expect this pace throughout the game.
Another steal for Moore. Ricky Moore once more, and into contact.
So smooth. The little Euro step, defender right in his face. Excellent job creating the turnover.
His father was a standout at UConn 20 years prior, and we'll take the media timeout. Back and forth action, Corvian Community with the early start. We'll return to wrap up this first quarter when we come back to the Jolt.
After an accident, the attorney. After an accident, the attorneys at Riddle & Brantley will pursue a settlement amount with the insurance company on your behalf, including future pain and suffering. Do you know what happens next? The insurance company always tries to pay less. They try to negotiate on the value of your life. At Riddle & Brantley, we represent you and try to secure the maximum settlement. If you've been hurt, call us. We're on your side. Riddle & Brantley, when justice counts.
Welcome back to the North Carolina High School Athletic Association 1A State Championships presented by West Shore Home. Quick start for the Corvian Community Cardinals. Just the 5th year as a program. They had to upset the top seed South Stokes to get to the final and playing really well in these first 5 minutes, Jay.
Yeah, and right now coming out playing so hard, important for them to get off to a good start. And you're right, Monday against South Stokes, 12-point victory. They closed it out in the 4th quarter. I think both coaches, there's Ron Murphy, what a job he's done with this program and this season. Special group, and he just loves not only how hard they play, but how they play as one, as a true team.
Corvian Community, the first 1A school in the Charlotte area in 75 years to make a state final, as David Ellis on the other end hits the bucket. Such a force presence down low. He was the MVP of last year's state title game and a big score.
Yeah, he's got nice touch around the rim, and they got to get him the ball inside.
Still searching for our first 3 of this 1A state final. Here comes Leslie Minner, the team captain. Wilson entered this game making 7 threes a game. That's a big specialty for Coach Atkinson. Now the step back triple, an air ball. And a collision, no foul, play continues. In a transition, Minner's foul. He'll go to the free throw line.
And for Minner here, he can shoot it from the outside, and here's some contact here. No call to get the turnover, and here he just attacks to get the contact to get to the line.
At Little and Brantley free throw line, injured in an accident, call Riddle and Brantley when justice counts. It'll certainly count for Wilson Prep. As a team, they're at 75% from the free throw line. So important in these state title games.
That's a huge factor for them, is they convert their opportunities, and they can get to the line at a high level, and it's kind of been the X factor for them this season.
So team captain Leslie Minner, who had 16 in the region final, looks for his 2nd point. Offense hard to come by in this first frame. Remember, these programs both played Monday right here at the Joel in a region final. Opportunity for Jack Hudson, emotional leader of this group. Nice pass, and our first 3 of the state titles. It's a Meg Brown Home Furnishings 3-point shot.
Well, the spacing there, and then Hudson driving, bringing that defender up, and an excellent job. Milton was ready to shoot it.
Extra pass against the zone defense, and it'll stay here. What adjustment does Wilson Prep need to make against the zone, Jay?
I think the biggest thing is try to get the ball inside and then move without the ball. Try to decipher the defense and just keep that spacing, and then they'll hit some of those outside shots they've been taking.
Another steal for Hudson. Jack's on the move. Hudson, the floater in transition, a beauty.
All the way. Mid-range jumper. There's the intensity from Hudson.
Jack Hudson had his AirPods in pregame. He was bouncing to the beat of his own drum, and this kid is cooking early. Wilson Prep hasn't scored in 2 minutes. Extra pass is tipped. And how about this fast break? It's a CR legal team fast break, Jay.
Coast to coast, Hudson. Hey, no one's going to stop me. I'm taking it all the way. Kind of looks off the defender and floats it in for 2.
That's Chris Paul-esque here in the Joel. Great history of basketball here in Winston-Salem. Tim Duncan, Chris Paul, Richard Childress, and now this next generation of high school seniors, juniors and sophomores, all abound.
CP3.
In the house that Chris Paul built.
Josh Howard. There have been some outstanding players that have come through and played for Wake Forest here at Lawrence Joel.
First time in this building in over 50 years for a basketball state title. And a tip drill goes out to Hudson. He's looking fast break. Great run by Milton for the and 1.
The Cardinals are pushing the pace. Wilson Prep has to get back in transition defense to try to limit those opportunities. But right now, the Cardinals setting the tone.
That's 6 transition points for the Cardinals. Deep 3 is way short. And you can sense a sense of rushing shots, moving things offensively for Wilson.
Well, and Anthony Atkinson's group, They are so talented. Right now, the shots aren't falling. I think they just got to continue to spread the floor, get more ball movement, and then drive towards the hoop, try to get to the line and try to get it going inside the three-point line.
That'll certainly help. Great steal for Anderson, who lays it in. Good solution to the offensive woes.
Go from defense to offense. Nice job creating the turnover.
And a touch foul on Leslie Minner. Or actually a timeout, in fact, a 30-second timeout. Remember, Wilson Prep scored 23 points in the first quarter of a region final. A little different story. How do they find their rhythm here in this state championship?
I think right now the message, Anthony Atkinson, who has been in this game, won these games with many of these players, is, hey, let's just calm down. Let's get into our groove. Get back on defense. We've got to stop dribble penetration. Do not allow this offense to get by you. Stay in front, communicate on the defensive end, and then on offense, I think, again, drive towards the hoop. Don't settle for the three-point shot, drive in. And Ron Murphy has to be so pleased with his team settling in here and getting opportunities in transition.
This effort for Corvian, 8 fast break points. That's been the difference. First ever trip to the finals for the Cardinals. And they are shocking the reigning champs here in Wilson Prep. Good hands on this end for Brandon Anderson. He's got some psychedelic 1970s shoes. Flowers, sunshine, smiles all over him. I love the apparel these kids bring. They bring a lot of personality with them on the court. We got Lightning McQueen Hot Wheels shoes for Malachi McCutcheon.
They've got style.
Everyone's rocking something here at the Joel. Final minute of this first quarter. A.J. Jackson enters the lane, and he's fouled on a drive. Neither team in foul trouble here in this first quarter. And it looks like one of the players for Wilson Prep a little slow to get up. That's Brandon Anderson. So he needs to be subbed out. Yeah, they're checking on Brandon, so he'll take a breather. And Josh Hicks, the senior guard, will return. And you got to follow the rules, Jay. You got to run all the way to half court to check in. You can't just sneak into a state championship.
Yeah.
First minutes for Josh Hicks, who made 63s this year. Such a weapon. Jackson will back it out with his team up 5. Good pass. Down low. And the extra pass is stolen. Hicks comes right into the game and gets the steal.
And Hicks reading the eyes, jumping in the passing lane.
Mentor into 2. Great hands defensively, McCutcheon. Hudson the other way. Oh, beautiful shot, no good. Helter-skelter here on the first. Keontae Brown kicks it. Ferguson into contact. Wow, no foul and a tremendous bucket.
High degree of difficulty shooting the ball over the defender.
Final seconds. Jackson with 1 gets it off. Jackson hits it. Mr. Jackson, you are for real. And Corvian Community's up 5.
What a way to finish off the quarter. Jackson, as he dribbles by the defender, is falling down. Unbelievable shot. The momentum going into the second.
We'll take the timeout. Our 1A state championships presented by West Shore Home. What a fun first quarter. We got more coming up next.
NC Medicaid is for more people like me.
Adults who don't have children.
People who serve.
People who do the heavy lifting.
Child care teachers.
Full health care coverage at low or no cost.
Doctor's visits, emergency rooms, and prescriptions.
So if you applied before and didn't get it, apply again.
NC Medicaid covers more people than ever before.
NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at medicaid.nc.gov.
The 2024 North Carolina High School Athletic Association 1A state championships presented by West Shore Home. A bit of an upset through 8 minutes. Corvian Community, first ever state championship final. They're up 5 over the reigning champs in Wilson Prep, and there's Ferguson banking one in. It was a slow first quarter, 24% shooting for the reigning champs.
Yeah, good look there by Ferguson driving in for a good-looking mid-range jumper.
McCutcheon nails the three. Great ball movement on the Meg Brown Home Furnishings triple. Down low, Ellis bangs in. In this second quarter, Corvian's working in the lane.
Yeah, there it is. Get touches down to Ellis in the block. Outstanding finisher down low.
Ellis had a double-double in the region final. He needs more touches today for Wilson's success. And then Jackson draws the foul. You see him flex on a little bit. These guys play with a lot of passion.
He is so quick. He has heart. I mean, he'll fly in there. He's relentless, and he can dish it off to his teammates. A really good sense of when to pass it off or when to take it all the way.
It's a Carolina Hurricanes free throw here in the second quarter. Go to the hurricanes.com/tickets to be a part of the action. Let's go Canes. Canes won last night 3-0, so the read makes even more sense. Beating the Florida Panthers.
Big win.
4-0 that final score. I must have fell asleep too early prepping for all these games.
The shutout.
6-point lead here for Corvian Community. You hear this home faithful from Charlotte, North Carolina, bringing a lot of noise for the Cardinals, wanting a foul there. Offense resets for Brandon Anderson. Anderson 1v1. Tough look, and that's short. 8 fast break points, the story for the Cardinals. So here's another chance. McCutcheon tried to save it and stepped out of bounds. Turnover.
Well, I like the aggressiveness driving in. A nice job, though, from Wilson Prep. Stopping ball, and Ron Murphy, Anthony Atkinson, these two in these timeout breaks, Evan, really doing a nice job setting up the offenses and diagramming what he wants their team to do.
Now Ferguson kicks it. Extra pass leads to a miss from 3. Wilson Prep yet to hit a triple today. A lot of opportunities early. Jackson into shimmy, and he's drawn 3 fouls in this first quarter, the first half now.
His driving ability, putting pressure on the Tigers. Lightning quick. Going with the left hand, getting into the body for the foul.
There's more open. He missed the 3. Offensive board. Second chance, no. Nice look from Adrian Scott, and Ellis comes out with it. He set his career high in rebounds in the region final. 17 boards, leads to a 3 and a miss. Wilson Prep, Jay, they can't buy a 3. 0 of 9 from deep.
I think they're going to have to drive in, get easier looks.
Speaking of driving, how about the effort of Ellis on the block? Scott no good, and it comes out to Keontae Brown. This has become a Hot Wheels racetrack here in the heart of Winston-Salem, and a nice bucket for Ferguson.
Yeah, excellent defense there, Ferguson. Such a skilled player, able to finish over the top, and he's got to continue to be aggressive, Evan, and look for his shot.
Hudson on the dribble handoff. That's a tough look, and Hudson's feeling it.
It's smooth. He's in the zone.
Jack Hudson also had a double-double in the region final. He'll average 14 a game for this Cardinal club. There's Brown off the screen, top scorer off the bench for the Tigers. And Ferguson starting to heat up, Jay.
The Cardinals have to guard him. Wise there pulling up from the elbow.
Jackson all gas, no breaks, and he draws a foul on the shot. So Jackson's ability, he's gotten to the line now 4 separate times.
He's been a difference maker. And the Cardinals giving him the ball, letting him create. Anthony Atkinson talking to his team about the defensive setup and making sure they're all on the same page.
This Wilson Prep squad rolled through the playoffs, the reigning champs. Closest game was 2 points against Southern Wake Academy in the region semifinals. As Jackson misses the Carolina Hurricanes free throw. Go to hurricanes.com/tickets to be a part of the action. So Jackson, a 70% free throw shooter, back to the line. The old behind the back for that compliment. That's a new one. I've seen the no dribble, the behind the back, the circle around the head. He might have a career as a globetrotter if things end here at the high school ranks. Wilson's prep offense come to life in the second quarter, shooting 50%. Largely in the hands of Ferguson, who blows by his defender.
There it is. Spread the floor and then drive. Use your quickness to get to the hoop.
8 points for Ferguson. He's the top scorer at 17 a game coming in. Active hands defensively. Murphy hangs on. Tough spin. Murphy into 2. No. And the rebound for the Tigers. Here's Ferguson again, the Northern Nash transfer. Whoa, so much contact and a jump ball. A.J. Jackson, he should work for a buffet. His hands are so quick and active.
That was amazing by Jackson. Watch him read. Ferguson here jumps to the inside and then just gets both hands on the ball. Really good work by him.
They tell you as a kid not to put your hands in the cookie jar. Well, Jackson, he stole the whole batch. That kid's got elusive hands. Just a junior as well. He'll be back for his senior year. Now Jackson drives. He'll challenge Ferguson. What a pass! And Scott is there.
He's making a huge impact. Just saw the defensive end there. There's a hesitation, and it looked like he was going to shoot it, and Scott was ready for the ball.
Jackson with the reach-in foul leads us to a media timeout. That man right there is taking over. A.J. Jackson here in this 1A state championship broadcast presented by West Shore Home. We'll be back with more in the second quarter.
See our legal team. See our passion. See our experience. See our values. See our impact. See our results.
If you've been the victim of a serious accident, trust CR Legal Team to stand up for you.
CR Legal Team. Commitment, results. Call 888-THE-TEAM.
Stay tuned for the Popeyes halftime report. We'll have a special interview with Q Tucker. Nice job on the interview, by the way, Jay. Commissioner of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Highlights and more. Popeyes, love that chicken from Popeyes. You got to love the scoring from Ben Ferguson, 8 points in the second quarter. He's carried Wilson prep, and the balance of Corvian's been the big difference for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Ferguson's turned it on here, locked in the second, and for the Cardinals, you're right. Everybody involved on the offensive end and love the pace that they're playing with.
5 different players have scored for the Cardinals, who look to win their first ever state title. Ferguson back in his hands. What a move to the bucket, and one. This man's on a mission from Wilson here in Winston-Salem.
He's taken over. The second quarter started, and he just said, it's my time. Using his quickness, nice job shielding off the defender to get around the edge. And you've seen it now, Evan, here. He's taking the ball to the hoop, not shooting the outside shot, going in and attacking.
Let's see, Carolina Hurricanes free throw that's missed, and Malachi McCutcheon comes out with the board. All of a sudden, a 6-0 run for the reigning champs in Wilson Prep. Little space here for Cam Johnson, the first sub for the Cardinals. McCutcheon baseline is fouled. That's been the area where the Cardinals have had success attacking the basket.
Yeah, and there McCutcheon, seeing he had baseline and getting around the edge to draw the contact. And with his size, 6'5", he is a matchup problem because he can shoot it from the outside as well as drive it in.
R.J. Moore, an elite shooter comes back in. He's made 73s this year. That's a real weapon for Coach Ron Murphy. Here's been the star of this first half, Mr. Jackson. AJ kicks it, open three. Johnson is short. Rebound, McCutcheon, no. And a loose scrum to Murphy. Back up. Now good. A tip drill to Brown. Buckle up on transition. Brown to the bucket. Tip drill dunk, no. Tip in, yes.
Well, pushing the pace, a 3-on-1 opportunity. You missed the first shot, but your teammates are there for the board.
That's Elijah Newsom going up and putting it in. Cardinals slowing it down. Haven't scored here in 2 minutes. Hudson. This is tough defense from Wilson. Open three. There's the solution. R.J. Moore with the Meg Brown Home Furnishings three-pointer.
One of the top freshmen in the state. Good looking shot from the outside.
Now the post battle. Ferguson and Jackson's hands are there. Action Jackson ahead of the pack. Another three. Moore missed it, but a rebound for McCutcheon. He's got an outlet. Hudson the pass. And a miss that time. I love the ball movement, though, of the Tigers.
In the spacing and the unselfish nature, looking for the best shot.
Here's Brown off on the three. And Wilson Prep can't buy a triple tonight. They're 1 of 11 to start this game. Hudson and the Cardinals looking for offense late. He'll drive in, and Hudson's blocked. Loose ball and a foul. Coming up, we'll have our West Shore Home Player of the Game teams. West Shore Home, bath remodeling made easy. And of course, coming up in the fourth quarter, our suicide prevention hotline play of the game. Call, text, or chat 988-24-7. Let's get through it together. So that leads to free throws for Jack Hudson. Now that's the area Corvian has struggled. They've missed 5 free throws in this first half. Carolina Hurricanes free throw. Be a part of the action at hurricanes.com/tickets. Hudson extends this lead to 5 as we hit the final 90 seconds of the first half.
Tigers giving the ball to Ferguson to let him create.
The lob, oh, the jam's off. Loose ball, Ferguson. He is a monster down there and draws a foul. Now he's built like Hercules and he plays like an aggressive point guard.
He's 6'3", has the power, the quickness, and there's the vision. Nice job, because Elijah Newsom was coming in for the dunk, and then they regained possession because of their hustle.
Ben Ferguson came off the bench in last year's state title team. He is a weapon this season. Makes the Carolina Hurricanes free throw. How has this game changed since Ferguson started taking over?
Well, for them, it's created an offensive spark, and they've been able to connect because they're getting to the free throw line more, and also he's been able to finish at the rim. That first quarter was tough with the outside threes not falling. They've gone more to dribble penetration.
West Shore Home Player of the Game coming up. We'll have that later. The West Shore Home Bath Remodeling made easy. That's coming up in the fourth quarter. Here in the final minute of this first, we have a dandy. Jackson enters. Hudson on the fake. He goes up and into contact, 2 more.
A high degree of difficulty. Defender right there. And I'll start with Jackson. Good to create.
Anderson spins. Filthy finish off the window. That kid's like Spider-Man out there. The captain can do it all.
That was amazing. So tough.
Jackson attacks. Tip drill, no. Here's Anderson with time. Into a 3. Anderson off. Oh, Ellis nearly slammed it in. There is no yellow lights in this building. All gas, no brakes. Open 3. Rolls in for Ricky Moore Jr. Leslie Minner with time. 5 seconds. Wilson Prep's got to go. Anderson misses the three. What a fantastic first half, Jim.
Yeah, big shot from Moore there, closing it out, gaining momentum. And Ron Murphy, there's Jack Hudson with the intensity here in the finish from Moore.
We'll have more from the 1A State Championship broadcast presented by West Shore Home. Halftime coming up when we return.
Hello, Miss Wilson. Williams. Yeah, that's what I meant. Hey, listen, the insurance company understands the accident wasn't your fault. But no, we can't pay up front for that rental car you need. All those medical bills. Look, I could do $500 and we'll call the case closed. Best I can do. What? CYA? Attorney MacGyver? You don't have to call him.
When the insurance company's giving you CYA, call your attorney. Attorney Roderick T. MacGyver.
CYA.
Not gonna believe this, girl.
Dad! Dad, have you seen this?
I did it.
Wells Fargo helps thousands of students go to college.
He got in.
By funding $107 million in scholarships and programming for diverse communities.
Don't worry, I'll be back.
When a bank does what it says,
I knew you could do it.
Opportunity happens. Doing gets it done. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing.
You're watching the Popeyes Halftime Report. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Well, hey there, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning into the State Championship High School Basketball Games. Joining us is our longstanding partner all the way from Ingalls Markets, Miss Melissa Level. Melissa, are you loving these excellent basketball games?
I love it. What a great season it's been, and the best of the best is right here now on television.
Best of the best is right. Now, let's talk about that longstanding and robust partnership between Ingalls and High School Championship Athletics. What all does that entail?
It's just absolutely wonderful to be able to connect with all the schools within our region. You know, we're in 6 states, and so we have Friday Night Lights with football, we do basketball, we have softball, even some Olympic-style sports, and we go all the way up through college, and then of course some minor leagues. But we just love that high school spirit and the fun with that. A lot of those players work with us. A lot of their parents have it, you know, shop at our Ingalls. So it's kind of like a big family coming to watch all of them play, right? So we love that.
We love it as well. Melissa, as always, thank you for taking the time to speak with us here today.
Thank you.
All righty. Let's get back to the game, folks.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time, the moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
You're watching the Popeyes Halftime Report. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Commissioner Tucker, we appreciate your time. Before we begin, congratulations on being inducted to the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame.
It really caught me by surprise when I received that call early in December, and still am very humbled. They found me worthy enough to be included in a mix of some really outstanding sports figures in North Carolina.
What preparations have been made to ensure a smooth running of the basketball championships?
You know, storming the court after a game has become one of those familiar sights as we've watched the colleges play and even football contests. So we have been working with the folks at Lawrence Joel, as well as our, host school system, to try to make sure that we do not have anything that resembles that. So we've tried to do all we can to make sure that it's, easy to get into, and that once you're inside, that it is an enjoyable experience, whether you're actually on the court playing, on the sideline coaching, or you're sitting and watching as a spectator.
Can you highlight any notable changes to the format this year compared to previous years?
All games are in the same venue. In the past, we've played at Reynolds Coliseum and the Dean E. Smith Center. And so we've had classifications at two separate sites. Well, this year, everybody's at the same site.
How does the basketball championships benefit the student athletes' growth and development in the educational framework?
The attention to details, recognizing that you have to persevere, you have to be determined, you have to set goals. And this will just be a continuation of that.
Commissioner, what's been the biggest challenge for the association in the last year?
I think there is this idea out there, Jay, that we are the ones who make the rules. Those of us who come to work every day, that we hold the authority and we have the power, which is so untrue. We have 436 member schools right now, and we work for them.
And the association's had so many great accomplishments in the past year. What are you most proud of?
I'm proud that we have remained true to our mission, and that is to provide those opportunities through our leadership and guidance. And I think we've been true to our mission. And then I'm proud of the fact that we have continued to offer outstanding championships. And now I'm really proud that something that our basketball coaches have wanted for years, that we're able to now have a Final Four type atmosphere for our basketball coaches.
Thank you for your leadership, Commissioner Tucker, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate you all giving me this opportunity, as always, to talk about education-based athletics.
You have no business being out there. Terrible.
You know, I'm a person too.
You're watching the Popeyes Halftime Report. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Here are the best high school hoops plays of the season.
Sports Halftime Report. Okay, let's go.
Quick hands with the steal and her control, her ball handling skills, great move there, and a finish at the basket.
Smalls the takeaway, lobs it to the rim, and there is Trey Jones right in the elevator for the easy drop in. Davis to the short corner, Ifeanyi took a swipe at it, there's a block from the help side defender, Taylor Moore. And it's Yannick on the run again. Absolute pandemonium. We've got Givens back up by 11. Reversal, yes. Off the bounce. Deep three, Schaefer. Wow, and went to the rafters. Dropped through. Out to Mickulin. Got it. Nolensville wins.
Entertaining first half. It's our Popeyes halftime report of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association 1A state championship. Corvian Community, the surprise 6-point lead at the break over the reigning champs in Wilson Prep. And Jay, let's dive into those highlights, because early on it was a battle of two key scores. Ben Ferguson with 19 in the first half.
Yeah, he took over.
All set for the second half. Time to head out a state title and battle it out for the next 16 minutes of action when we return to Winston-Salem.
A distracted driver just crashed into your car. It's time to call Riddle & Brantley. Insurance companies may bully a regular person, but the attorneys at Riddle & Brantley know how to fight back and work to get you the compensation you deserve. Our attorneys have been helping the injured in North Carolina for over 35 years, and we'll be there for you too. Call us today and find out if you have a case. The consultation is always free. Riddle & Brantley, when justice counts.
Welcome back to the 1A state championships presented by West Shore Home here in North Carolina. Corvian Community out of Charlotte leading Wilson Prep from the heart of Wilson by 6. Reigning state champs down at halftime, but that man's been cooking. Ben Ferguson with 19. Meanwhile, for Corvian Community, they've had 3 with 5 or more points. A matchup of 1 star versus a balanced scoring team. And now Mr. Ferguson, who was 8 of 12 in the first half. He'll kick it outside to Leslie Minner. Extra passing Anderson, and a miss early. Now a 3-pointer. Minner can't hit. Remember, Wilson Prep is 0 of 11 from deep.
A.J. Jackson in that first half was able to create so many opportunities for his teammates as well as himself, with his ability to get past that initial defender and get into the paint area.
The junior point guard, this is his first year running the show, and he'll average 5 assists a game. Now Jackson 1v1. Enters the lane, and Jackson, he's doing it all today.
He's amazing. I mean, The leader, this offense, controls the tempo, and perfect job there with the floater.
Largest lead of the game for the Cardinals. And Anderson rattles out the teardrop. Good board for Malachi, who fixed his goggles. He had to replace them after breaking them in the first half. He finds Moore, the freshman. Moore heaves, just short. Loose ball to Hudson. He goes. Hudson can't hit, and Ellis snatches in the rebound. Remember, 13 boards for Ellis in the region final. Today, just 5. He's been kept in check. Now a steal, and then Jackson lost his own footing. Here's the drive, and Ellis finally called for the foul. There was a lot of contact in that attack.
This hustle from Adrian Scott running down the floor is really a 2-on-2 opportunity, and when Jackson had to pull up, here comes Scott right down the middle of the floor. Tigers not getting back in time. Transition defense.
Here's a Carolina Hurricanes free throw. Hurricanes.com/tickets to be part of the action. Now, free throw shooting has been a bugaboo for Corvian. 3 missed free throws today. Anytime you're playing for a title, Ron Murphy knows it. His second year with the program, you got to make the bunnies in these situations. So Scott misses both, keeps it an 8-point game. Wilson Prep, who had to come from behind in the region semifinals against Southern Wake Academy. They're in a battle here. And Anderson is fouled on the layup attempt. So Malachi McCutcheon earns his first foul.
I like how Anderson was aggressive going downhill, attacking the hoop.
This is an area Wilson Prep's been really good on the Carolina Hurricanes free throw. 5 of 7 today as a team at 75%. That'll make Coach Anthony Atkinson not use the towel to dry himself off. Gotta love the shooting. Coach Atkinson was an All-American at Barton College at the D2 level and a fantastic coach.
Heck of a player, and now making the impact these players' lives being their head coach.
His defense looking to hold the Cardinals in check. McCutcheon battles Ellis. Back to McCutcheon. Whoa, that almost went in. Nice look. Minner the board. He pushes. And on the drive, you can count that one for Ben Ferguson. He's got 21.
His power at 6'3" allows him to finish through the contact. And Minner keeping his eyes up, and there's Ferguson. His body gets twisted, still kept his eyes looking at the hoop and was able to finish.
Keep in mind, his career high is 35 points. That was in the regular season. He already has 21 in a state title game, now 22. All of a sudden, a press here for Wilson. The Cardinals break it. McCutcheon sneaks through for a nice layup. That's a good job breaking transition.
Yeah, passing the ball to the middle, quick, assertive look from McCutcheon.
And on this end, a defensive stop. That'll go out of bounds. The strength of Wilson Prep today is living in the paint. 25 points down there. Here's another attempt, and Ferguson's fouled. It's instant offense. You give Ferguson the ball, you're getting 2 points.
He's got to touch the ball every possession. He's either going to drive, get to the line, finish, or he's going to create a double team opportunity where he can dish the ball off to one of his teammates.
Free throws here for Ben Ferguson, who is 8th in the state of North Carolina in total assists. He's following Javen Bradley of Smithfield High School. Those two are elite guards, top 10 in the state in assists. Today, though, it's been the scoring. 23 points. The tip-in is good, and Dickens has made this a 3-point game. Now a timeout. We'll take the timeout. Wilson Prep on a nice run, 5-point swing to start this third quarter.
Is the number that can make a difference.
It's a number to use when you need help.
Call, text, or chat 988 day or night.
The National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Because you never know when you or someone you know may need it.
Call, text, or chat 988-24/7.
Don't miss our anniversary sale going on now at Mac Brown Home Furnishings. Come visit our 15,000 square foot store and outlet to find the best prices on name brand furniture. Everything is on sale. We have a great selection of furniture, rugs, lamps, and art. Whether you're looking for a $5.99 sofa or a custom-ordered luxury sectional, we have you covered. At Meg Brown Home Furnishings, our team of experienced designers is ready to assist you. Hurry in for our anniversary sale. Meg Brown Home Furnishings, just off I-40 and Bermuda Run.
Hey, Joe. You come here often?
Yeah, just waiting for my pills. High blood pressure and cholesterol.
Oh, that'll cost you.
I can afford it. I have NC Medicaid. You can earn more and still get NC Medicaid. Just go to the website.
See if you qualify at medicaid.nc.gov.
Back to the 1A state championships presented by West Shore Home. Later in the fourth quarter, select the 988 Suicide and Crisis Prevention Hotline play of the game. Call, text, or chat 988-24-7. Let's get through it together. We'll touch on that play next quarter. Right now, though, active hands of Wilson Prep, prompting a 5-0 What's changed for the reigning champs in this third quarter?
Well, driving in and finishing, and then they've been able to create a couple turnovers, and now Anthony Atkinson switching to a full court press, trying to create more havoc.
It's led to 3 Corvian Community turnovers. Jackson gets his own board, and Ellis comes out with it. Refs are letting him play here in the 1A state finals. So Ferguson blows in. He hits it, and we have a 1-point game. They might have to build this man a statue in Wilson. This kid's cooking. 26 on the other end. The dunk for Adrian Scott.
Beautiful look from McCutcheon driving in. The defender Ellis comes up, and Scott was ready for it, and now they slow down the momentum.
Back and forth. Ferguson. Whoa, count it. His whole teammates responding on the N1.
His production, his energy is changing the course of this game. Just taking over, taking on everybody down low.
So Ben Ferguson nearing 30 points, hits the free throw on the Carolina Hurricanes free throw. This game has totally changed, tied up midway through the third. McCutcheon, extra pass tipped. It's an 11-2 run to get Wilson Prep right back in it. Listen to the Wilson Prep faithful on the reach-in foul from Josh Hicks. The motto of Wilson Prep, always repping, is the fan base. You see the t-shirts throughout, and this team has responded to their home crowd.
Their fan base is engaged with this run in both sides. All the fans going at each other, chanting. Because this game and the intensity out on the floor, this fan base is appreciated, and they're into this game.
First ever state final appearance for Corvian Community, 1A school in the Charlotte area. Offense a bit stagnant in the second half for the Cardinals. McCutcheon drives into Ellis and a bump foul. Neither team nearing the bonus just yet. In that first half, it was balanced. Moorhead 13, Hudson 9, 5 for Milton and Jackson. Not the same in this third quarter.
I think here, Evan, get the ball to Jackson.
Active hands, Ellis the steal. Now in transition, Hicks goes up, no good. Ellis trips, he's injured. Now in transition, the Cardinals go for it, and McCutcheon missed the layup. There's the tip, and we'll take a breather here for a moment as David Ellis is down on this end of the court. And Ellis really down in pain. Checking on that knee. He hope he's okay. Such an impact, the senior center who went down awkwardly.
He's played so well. He's fighting for the loose ball.
Yeah, you've seen that plenty, but it's certainly painful there for the senior captain. There's Ellis getting help from the athletic training staff here at Wilson Prep Academy. Won the 2021 state title. Got right back to business in 23. Dominated on a championship run, outlasting Eastern Randolph. And one of their stars continues to be down.
It's tough right now with Ellis down on the floor and his teammates trying to regroup, and they get a great support here as he gets up. That's a good sign, and just hope that he's okay.
As Ellis gets back to his feet, he's really testing out that knee. You want to see him healthy and be able to finish out this game. At the conclusion of this game, we'll be selecting the West Shore Home Player of the Game. West Shore Home, bath remodeling made easy. Right now it's anyone's guess in a 2-point game as Ellis will be helped off the court. So right now, Wilson Prep without one of their stars and got on a huge run to get back in this third quarter.
And he's their top post player. He has a presence down low with his size and power, and that's a big loss. The senior, 6'8". They're going to have to regroup without him patrolling the paint area.
Ellis, the MVP of last year's state title game. So it's a much smaller lineup. In comes Keontae Brown. It's basically a 5-guard lineup now for Wilson Prep. Coach Atkinson having to go to his bench. We noted the All-American days at Barton. 2007, he made the national championship game as a player, now leading his team 17 years later. Ferguson in attack mode. Great step through, and we're tied.
Just taking over.
He's nearing 30 points. The Cardinals on this end, low scoring second half, just 8. Make it 2 free throws on the drive from DeMarcus Milton.
Very smart of Milton going into the body of Anderson to get that foul. The Cardinals are trying to withstand this run of the Tigers. And it's been a lot of momentum that's gone against them. A nice job getting to the line.
DeMarcus Milton extends this lead. He's a great 3-point shooter at 30%. And right now, if you're Ron Murphy's club, this is a huge stretch. Your first ever state title appearance for this Carolina Hurricanes free throw. Extends the lead.
They've got to find a solution to Ferguson, trying to slow him down.
Ferguson looking for 30, and he missed it. Loose ball to Moore. Jackson, no look. Nice shot fake. Second ball. Bounces out. Rebound, no. Murphy, not that time. Loose ball. Look at the run out. Ferguson. Anderson in transition. Wilson Prep has found their second gear. And now a tip pass. And how about this fast break play? Our CR legal team fast break.
And the Tigers turning up the speed of this game. Excellent passes up the court with the finish from Anderson.
Commitment result, CR legal team. And we are back tied. Corvian led by 9 in this third quarter. Hudson pressured. The freshman Moore has been electric and is tripped on the drive. Both teams looking a little exhausted here in this third quarter.
I like how Moore picked his spot. Got a defender going towards the right. Went opposite here. Used that left arm as a shield to get the contact.
So free throws for the uber-talented R.J. Moore Jr. His dad was a star at UConn. And he scored in double figures in 11 straight games. Such a weapon for the Cardinals. You see Elijah Newsom, the junior, come in. A great shot blocker defensively. Any man with pink kicks has a ton of confidence. I love that look between him and Jack Hudson on both sides. Wilson Prep, the reigning state champs, without their star forward, David Ellis, with a knee injury. Now needing to fill that void. Good double team. Anderson gets it out, and a late timeout. So Wilson Prep will talk this over.
A good timeout right there. Recognizing, hey, my team's in trouble. Anthony Atkinson wisely gets a stoppage.
If you're Wilson Prep, you're without your star forward in David Ellis, how do you fill that void in this second half?
Continue to give the ball to Ferguson and spread things out and let your guards that have elite quickness drive to the hoop. The three-point shot, that's one of their strengths. Today it hasn't fallen, and they've gone to the next plane of attack. Let's drive in and put pressure on the Cardinals.
Corvian Community on this end, the offense a little dry in the third quarter, shooting at 20% in the second half. So Malachi McCutcheon will return. He had battled some foul trouble in the first.
Look at the spacing here for the Tigers. Wide open floor.
Ferguson nearing 30 points, has it stripped. Transition for Johnson, blocked by Ferguson. That is a human eraser.
Ferguson doing it on both ends of the court. Now I'll say on each side, these guys need to use a shot fake because both teams are so aggressive, jumping, trying to block shots. You use that shot fake, you get the defender up in the air, then you can try to finish.
Now Ferguson guards Jackson, the elusive junior guard. Jackson blows by. Nice pass. Open three is off. Now a cherry picker. It's Newsom for the lead. First lead of the game for Wilson Prep. Jackson now fouled in transition. And these are critical minutes if you're Corvian. You can't let this game get out of hand.
And you've got to stop this momentum. The first half was theirs. Now the Tigers are getting out on the run. Excellent job from Newsom. Long three-point shot. I'm just going to take off, and good look there. And this game, the tempo has really changed here in the Tigers' favor.
Are you a big cherry guy on your ice cream sundaes? You like the cherry pick, get a little layup and a dunk in transition?
I haven't had a sundae in years, so
well, you and I will dabble in some tonight after this quadruple header of state championships with Jason Halter. I'm Evan Budrovich. Great battle in this 1A final as Corvian Community just tied it on the Carolina Hurricanes free throw. Remember, this Corvian program started the year 1-3. They've been on an epic run, 18 straight wins to get to this championship.
They've been on a hot streak.
Now searching for their first ever state championship. And they have the lead. Wilson Prep has won 2 of the last 3 titles, but are without top center David Ellis, out with a knee injury. He just got hurt a few minutes ago. So Minner goes into contact and heads to the line.
It's a good take. Minner, the tallest guy out on the floor right now. They're one off the dribble. And Evan, this is what we expected in this ball game. We thought it was going to be tight going down to the end of the game, and this team's put on a good show.
Good bucket there from Minner. Coach Atkinson's club has flipped the script. They were down 9 in this third quarter. Have made 80% of their free throws today. Really efficient. And Minner gives Wilson Prep the lead. I like this switch. Anderson is now guarding the electric Jackson. Active hands by Anderson and forces the travel. That's a great defensive assignment.
Anderson got off of Jackson as he saw Moore coming over. Watch this. Good job here. Reads the defense and then comes over. There's going to be a trap there. There was nowhere to go for Moore.
5 turnovers this quarter for Corvian. How about Minner going left-handed? No. Tip drill out to the Cardinals. Jackson weaving. Great ball ahead and a foul. Now, is that goaltending? Question mark?
They're calling for it.
It's definitely a shooting foul.
There'll be a discussion.
That's what Coach Hunter's asking for.
It looked like to me this would be goaltending. Nice pass from Jackson. Here's Moore. Hit off the hoop.
Wow, not called goaltending. But it is a shooting foul. Carolina Hurricanes free throw coming up as Coach Hunter gets the explanation. Coach Murphy, my apologies. Now that's a huge swing. That's a 3-point difference.
See on the replay. Moore goes up. Ball looked like it hit the glass.
That's a moment you can look at down the stretch here if you're Corvian Community. Second free throw here for R.J. Moore Jr. And he missed it. Wilson Prep can take advantage of this huge jolt of momentum. Anderson fouled on the drive. Okay, you're 14 to 18 years old now for the Cardinals. How do you handle this emotional swing?
Well, I'll tell you, you've got to calm down. And for both these teams, outstanding seasons. There's been a little bit of adversity, but these programs are so strong. They've been able to blow through their opponents, and it's all on the line. This is the last ball game, so which team can kind of set their pace, calm down, is going to be the team that wins.
Largest lead of the game for Wilson Prep, whose offense was quiet in the first half. Only 28 points, but they've come alive here in this third quarter. And Anderson extends it. 10 free throws in the third for Wilson Prep.
Cardinals were at their best in the first half when Jackson had the ball in his hands and drove. They got to continue to let him create.
Hudson down low, extra pass, and into contact. McCutcheon.
Unselfish passes, beautiful effort there with the passes, and McCutcheon finishing.
Ferguson, he's at 30 points and a strip. Jackson runs. He has more. Jackson doesn't need help. He'll draw the foul. And I love the aggressive nature of the point guard.
He's fearless. I mean, he'll drive in. Doesn't matter how many defenders are. He's got the quickness and just the ability to create his own space. It's created from Jack Hudson. Got the turnover, and then Jackson goes all the way.
A.J. Jackson, he's come to life. Double figures for the Cardinals. And this Carolina Hurricanes free throw. But now for Corvian, you've missed 6 free throws in this third quarter.
Some opportunities there that they're leaving. And they've got to convert from the free throw line.
See that home faithful in support as DeMarcus Milton will check in. The ref's asking for a clean of the court. Thanks to that young girl for helping us out today.
Good job.
Doing her part. If it gets a little hot and sweaty over here, you can help me out too. Here in Joel Coliseum with Jason Hall, Evan Budrovich, late in the third quarter of this 1A state title. And Jackson ties it up. Brandon Anderson walks it up the court. He has 100 assists this year. Such a dynamic point guard. Look at Hudson tying his shoelace in the middle of the play. Anderson into traffic. Nice ball. Late drive. Artis blocked. 1 second left. And nothing comes of it. How about that? 24 minutes into this state title game for the 1A crown, and we're tied at 50.
It's down to the fourth quarter. Each team has had their moments. The Cardinals stopping the momentum. Wilson Prep turned it on in the third quarter.
We'll come back for the fourth quarter on this broadcast presented by West Shore Homes.
When it comes to delivering high quality, affordable health care, relationships matter. And after 90 years, Blue Cross North Carolina is proud of the relationships we've built with you. We're 5,000 neighbors, friends, and family committed to improving the health and well-being of everyone across this state. We're here for you, all of you.
Imagine an injury law firm that is committed to preventing accidents. A firm that teaches bike safety, gives away helmets, and provides car seat safety checks. That firm is CR Legal Team.
And as aggressive as we are about preventing accidents,
we're that passionate about protecting our clients who've been victimized by one. Much as we try, accidents happen.
When they do, trust CR Legal Team to stand up for you.
CR Legal Team. Commitment. Results. Call 888-THE-TEAM.
The North Carolina High School Athletic Association won a state title. The next 8 minutes deciding this battle. Wilson Prep, the reigning champs. Corvian Community, their first ever state final. And we're locked up at 50. Jackson brings it down the court. Great ball down low. A little extra passing and a missed three to start the quarter. How about this tussle for the ball? And Ferguson comes out with it. He's been a monster. 30 points in this game for Ben Ferguson. Anderson on this end. Fantastic spin, no. Ferguson tip drill off. 2 in double figures for Corvian. Moore has 16. Jackson 10. And the tip drill rolls out. Look at Jackson coming out through the trees and a shooting foul. That kid's been everywhere.
He is getting all the loose balls and getting those offensive boards so important to get the second chance opportunities. Here, breaks down the defender, goes in, and then Hudson keeps it alive. And then there's just that extra hustle to get to the line.
10 of 18 at the line today for Corvian. Oh my gosh, 9 missed free throws, and if you're this coaching staff and Ron Murphy, a lot of good opportunities, just not converting.
And leaving them on the table. And I'll tell you, both teams under 10 turnovers each. This has been a clean ball game, but these free throws, turnovers, boxing out, that's going to be the key to victory here in the fourth quarter.
These are Riddle and Brantley free throws. Injured in an accident, call Riddle and Brantley when justice counts. As star point guard Josh Hicks will re-enter the game. And coming up, these Piedmont Federal Bank points in the paint. Wilson Prep has lived down low, Jay. So another attack of the lane. A chance for 2 more there. And now McCutcheon brings it up the court. Corvian is playing a little slower tempo here in this final quarter. First ever trip to a state final for a young program. Open 3. Wow, that was NBA range, no good. Wilson Prep on this end, a 22-point third quarter to get back in it. And a nice strip by McCutcheon. The Cardinals will re-enter. Top forward Adrian Scott and Cam Johnson, the junior guard, come back in. Scott's had a good game. 5 rebounds down there, defending in the lane. He now contests the 3 that's missed.
The Cardinals boxing out, doing a better job here, crashing the boards and limiting the opportunity of the Tigers.
+6 on the rebounding class for the undersized Corvian Community Cardinals. Jackson, little floater, that's off. Another O board. Scott, no. Third chance, no. And a loose ball will go the other way. Remember, Wilson Prep's without their top forward, David Ellis, who's out with the knee injury.
Yeah, and that's been a big factor with the Cardinals getting these boards, because Ellis, 6'8", senior, down low, averages a double-double, over 10 rebounds per game. He's out with the injury, so that's a void for the Tigers.
Ferguson, are you kidding? 32.
Wow. He's on fire. And he wants this moment, this opportunity. He's putting his team on his back.
Putting up a record-setting state championship final. No room for Jackson. Great contest, a dive on the floor, and Ferguson committed the foul, despite the outstanding effort.
See as Hudson gets the handoff. Ferguson diving, good hustle. Gets into the hip of Hudson.
Both these teams giving every ounce of effort they have.
So impressed with the intensity and just the all-out hustle. Knowing what's on the line, these teams want it.
Corvian Prep searching for their first ever state title. The backdoor pass is fantastic, no. Tip drill in, great coverage by Scott.
Another offensive board, Scott reading it off the rim, putting it in.
15 second chance points for the Cardinals. And a foul, that's a blocking foul on Jackson. I know you want balance for Coach Anthony Atkinson, but Ben Ferguson's a wrecking ball right now.
Every possession, he needs to see the ball. Something good's been happening all throughout the game with his driving ability, just how smart he is. And
we'll have a call timeout, and we'll take that media timeout. 5 minutes to decide the 1A state championship. We'll come back for the North Carolina High Schools Athletic Association Championships, brought to you by West Shore Home, when we return.
Man, I got a good lawyer. I son of Roger MacGyver. If you got a court date coming up, then it ain't no problem. If you need criminal defense, then he the one for you. I don't accidents. He could do that too. Man, I got a good lawyer. I son of Roger MacGyver.
If you need an attorney, CYA. Call your attorney. Attorney Roderick Todd McIver.
Then he the one for you.
A 988 is the number that can make a difference.
It's a number to use when you need help
and don't know where to turn.
Call, text, or chat 988 day or night.
The number where someone will always be there to talk.
The National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Learn it, know it, share it.
Because you never know when you or someone you know may need it.
Talk with someone who cares and get to a better place. Call, text, or chat 988-24/7. 988. Let's get through it together.
Welcome back. Here's your Todd McIver stats for the fourth quarter and the third quarter. How about this battle? 3-point shooting for Corvian, really good, and the free throws at Wilson Prep have kept him in it.
Yeah, the boards for Corvian Community, they're boxing out, but you see there, each side has had their advantages, and that's why we've got a close ball game, because this team's leaving it all out on the floor.
Wilson Prep has crawled back into this game thanks to 30 from Ben Ferguson. He's 16 shy of a state playoff record. 46 is the all-time in the East Division. Loose ball. Great pass ahead to Jackson. He flies up in the swat. Whoa, Newsom takes it away. Can Anderson take advantage? He has it stolen. And a jump ball keeps possession here. How about that swat by Newsom, though, on that end?
Unbelievable. The hustle, the intensity, back and forth. Jackson goes up.
Oh!
All ball.
Oh, my God. We witnessed a murder of a basketball on the court. Fantastic block. Here's a loose ball. Ferguson in the 2. He's been stuck at 30 for the last 5 minutes. And a jump ball. Opportunity for play of the game with our 988 Suicide and Crisis Prevention Hotline play of the game. That'd be my vote so far.
He flew.
We'll see how these next 4 minutes unfold. Wilson Prep, the reigning 1A champs, in a battle here with the newcomers. Corvian Community, first ever state final appearance. McCutcheon in a post battle. He fades. Oh, rattles out. Rebound, Minner. Remember, Wilson Prep is without their top center, David Ellis, with a knee injury. So stepping up is Leslie Minner.
Yeah, Minner had 4 threes on Monday against Bertie, the regional final. That was a big one.
Minner with his first 3 of the game for Wilson Prep, and a scrum down low, a foul on the shot. So free throws here for Jack Hudson. Remember, Wilson Prep had started this game 0 of 14 from deep.
And that was important because you get those 3 points, but also, too, now the threat of the 3 is back, and hopefully for the Tigers, that'll open up even more driving lanes.
Jack Hudson on these Riddle and Brantley free throws misses another. That's 10 misses for the Cardinals. Had a lead as big as 9 in the third quarter, but some free throw woes have kept Wilson Prep in it. And now Hudson to make this a 1-point game. That time he does. Active hands and a steal all over. It's R.J. Moore. Coach Murphy fired up as his defense making an impact. On this end, Hicks. Good finish for Elijah Newsom. Both teams settling it down as we hit the 3:30 mark of the fourth quarter. State championship on the line. Moore, the freshman, lays it off. Wow, somehow fouled by Hudson. Open three, knocked in. That's A.J. Jackson Jr. with the biggest shot of his life.
He's wanted this opportunity, pressure moments. He's coming through today.
That's a Meg Brown three-pointer, and we have a whistle. A foul on Jackson. Did he just foul out of the game? Oh my goodness, that's his fifth. And Jackson is done.
He's played amazing today.
This is the fifth foul right here. That's tough. Just hit the critical three to give his team the lead, and now we'll have to sit the rest of the game. What an effort from the junior point guard.
And Coach Murphy and Jackson just had a long embrace, a hug there. You know how bad he wants to finish this game. I've been so impressed with the heart that he plays with, the skill and the talent, what he's been able to do to impact his team.
They'll extend this into a quick timeout and talk it over. Okay, so you're Corvian Community without your star point guard. How do you manage through these next 3 minutes?
You've got to regroup. And there's Jackson in there talking to his teammates. The Tigers are without Ellis. Now the Cardinals without Jackson. Who's going to be the ball handler? I think you've got to rely on Hudson and Moore in this situation. But the ability for Jackson to drive, get into the paint, and then finish or create for his teammates has been so important today. Because they're going to have to make sure everybody's on the same page without their star point guard.
Coach Murphy's club was the #2 seed in the East, and they had to overcome some adversity, in the West, to get to this point. Wilson Prep, reigning champs, they have come from behind down 9 in this second half. And now it's a Nat Geo battle of Cardinals and Tigers to decide the 1A state champ.
We anticipated this ball game going down to the wire. And now for the Tigers. All right, Jackson's out of the ball game. He's a really good defender. Can you take advantage of that and continue driving to the hoop?
That was zone defense for Corvian Community.
I like this look from Ron Murphy. Jackson's out of the ball game. Let's change up defensive looks to slow down this offense.
Ferguson to the bucket. He's got 32.
He went right into the body of the defender. Then on fire.
It's been Ferguson's career night. 3 shy of his career high.
And I like how they went to the paint, Evan, to get him to touch.
McCutcheon, difficult look, and he's fouled. That's a shooting foul as well. This has become a battle of stars. McCutcheon for the Cardinals and Ferguson. He's putting on a show here for Wilson Prep.
McCutcheon has played so well today. 6'5" junior. 2 big free throws.
The Riddle and Brantley free throw is good. That's been a bugaboo for Corvian Community. 11 missed free throws today. Now to extend this lead. Oh, just short offensive board. And a swat out of bounds. That'll keep possession. Jack Hudson's been a monster on the glass.
Yeah, he's already got 12 rebounds, and those offensive boards are critical. The Tigers have to box out.
That'll stay here on the tip pass. The composure of that true freshman, R.J. Moore, bringing in the basketball. So impressive, working for the second-year head coach, Ron Murphy. Adrian Scott. How about the freshman heaving a 3? That's no good. So Captain Leslie Minner brings it up the court. He lets it fly. Wow! NBA range and then some for the lead. Back and forth battle here in Winston-Salem for the 1A state championship.
And Minner now 2 3-pointers in the 4th quarter.
Active hands and a timeout for the Cardinals. How about that big shot, though, on the other end for Wilson Prep? We'd like to recognize tonight's West Shore Home Player of the Game. West Shore Home, bath remodeling made easy. And so far, it's been the Ben Ferguson show.
He's taken over. The second quarter on, with the team on his back, driving to the hoop, relentless, the focus. He's been finishing, and he's shown so much power going into the teeth of this defense. And the team has really followed his lead. They've been looking for him. And he's a big-time scorer, having one of the best games of the season here today.
32 points for that young man, who has half the scoring tonight. Last year it was David Ellis, the MVP. Well, he's out in the third quarter with a knee injury, and first-year starter comes in and makes an impact.
Yeah, he's done so much today, scoring the basketball. I've also loved what he's doing on the defensive end, creating havoc, getting in passing lanes, and Wilson Prep 2-point lead. They have experience from last year, these past state championship ball games. Corvian Community, they're new this year. 2:02 left, you're down by 2. How do you handle this situation?
It's Corvian Community Basketball. They're the first 1A school in the Mecklenburg County, that's the Charlotte area, to make a 1A final in 74 years, since the Matthews School did it back in the 50s. Final 2 minutes for a state title. The true freshman Moore battles Anderson. Refs letting him play, and there's a foul. That'll send the freshman in the line.
Well, Jackson out of the ball game. Who's going to be the creator? I like how Moore, the freshman, once he got that ball, he knew, hey, listen, I've got a length advantage here with my height, and I can get that first step to create an angle to get to the line.
Jackson fouled out just a minute prior, so it's the true freshman, R.J. Moore, who misses the Riddle and Brantley free throw. He's 1 of 5 from the line today. This is a huge second shot for the true freshman. Misses again, and a defensive board. Wilson Prep has handled this press all night, and a risky pass. Wow, nearly a travel. And the Tigers will slow it down. Anderson into traffic. Oh, almost over and back. Ferguson kicks it. And a timeout for Wilson Prep. Wow, walking that tightrope was really dangerous.
A good timeout from Anthony Atkinson. His team, almost 2 turnovers there. Lucky to regain possession. And now he'll kind of set things up for his team over during the timeout break.
Because, Jay, this play was near dangerous.
Yeah. They were trying to stall and almost backfired.
Oh,
so close.
Walking the tightrope here in this 1A state championship game. A Wilson Prep team that won last year's title going away. They've won 2 of the last 3. Now, Jay, eventually Corvian's going to start fouling here. So if you're Wilson, you want the ball in the right hands.
Well, I think you got to get the ball to Ben Ferguson. But the danger in stalling here is, you know that the Cardinals are going to trap. They're selling out to create a turnover. And it's not like there's 20 seconds left. There's still 1:22.
That's pretty early to bring the keys out if you're the home faithful.
Yeah. There's still plenty of time here. But I think for the Cardinals here, no need to foul right now. You just saw it. That you almost created a turnover. So just play tight man-to-man defense. May bring a trap, but force the pressure on the Tigers and see if you can get possession back.
That's the reigning state champions, up 2 here in the final minute of this 1A state title. We're all set to go. 10 turnovers for Wilson Prep. They got to hold on to the basketball. And Ferguson's fouled. Not in the bonus just yet. So Corvian has a couple of chances to foul here. Oh, Anderson real tight to the line, breaks it. Extra pass. That's a smart play, and then a trip. Oh my goodness, the turnover for Josh Hicks.
Well, excellent defense. The Cardinals flying around, and their plan worked. The Tigers are trying to stall here and get the turnover.
They sure got a huge turnover. 10th mistake for Wilson Prep today. Final minute in the hands of the true freshman Moore. He scoops and is fouled on the shot. So free throws here for R.J. Moore Jr.
He's so smooth. And as a freshman, he wants the ball. Jackson out of the ball game. Best ball handler is Moore. Here gets a pick from McCutcheon. It's a little bit of separation. Goes into the arm to get the foul.
Corvian Community's missed 13 free throws today. That's a big one. And now a sub, Keontae Brown returns. You see the look of a first-time state finalist without their point guard. He fouled out A.J. Jackson in the hands of this true freshman. R.J. Moore Jr. knots us up at 62. How about 60 seconds to decide a 1A state championship? Wilson Prep battling the zone defense without their star forward, David Ellis, with a knee injury. Ferguson doubled. Ferguson pump fake. No good. The Cardinals can shoot for the lead. Final 30 seconds.
I think here you hold the ball for the last shot. Make sure you shoot it with about 4 seconds left, but do not rush it on this possession.
Jack Hudson searching for Corvian's first ever state title. Hudson down to 8. Step back 3. No. Still in bounds. And timeout. Smart timeout with 3 seconds left. What a rebound there from Cam Johnson.
And that's been their calling card all game, is crashing the offensive glass. Great job, Ron Murphy, recognizing, all right, I got 3 seconds left. Let me call this timeout to set up the possession here. And Corvian, how about down by 2 with 1:22 left, got the defensive stop, then hit the free throws. Now, final possession here with the ball. They fought their way back.
Corvian Community's overcome 13 missed free throws. And on an 18-game win streak, now you got to drop the perfect play if you're Ron Murphy at this timeout. Looking to dethrone the reigning champs in Wilson Prep, who were down 9 in the second half. They have come back. And what a finish here with 4 seconds left.
It's been a great ball game. Each fan base has been into it. Excellent play from Wilson Prep.
Who are you calling a play for here if you're Corvian Community?
Well, a couple of keys here. First thing is you have to get this ball inbounds. And if when you're passing it in, you don't want to have the ball going towards Wilson Prep's stoop, because if they create a turnover, they got plenty of time to go down and try to score. So make sure you get it going towards your hoop, and then I would give the ball to Moore and let him try to go towards the hoop. You can't rely on a foul call here, but give the ball to Moore and let him create.
1A state championship on the line. Corvian Community, first ever appearance versus reigning champs Wilson Prep. Jack Hudson has it. And a foul on the drive. Oh, Ferguson tripped up Adrian Scott.
Scott and Ferguson just battling for position, and it looked like Ferguson may tripped on McCutcheon, but into the body of Scott.
Wow, and these free throws could decide the game with 4 seconds left. And Ferguson is just fouled out with 32 points.
What a game.
Maybe the best player on the court. He'll need some help from his teammates here. Riddle and Brantley free throws for Adrian Scott. Corvian's missed 13 free throws today. Not that one. A first ever trip to the state championships, and now to cement this 1-point lead. Misses. Loose ball, timeout. So 3 seconds and plenty of time here for Wilson Prep.
And a smart timeout there. Get the board immediately. You get the timeout call and then set things up. Still, you've got plenty of time. This is an eternity 3.2 seconds left.
Think about the reigning champs without their MVP from last year, David Ellis. This year's MVP in Ben Ferguson, both are injured or fouled out. It's a different group having to win this game now for Coach Anthony Atkinson.
Yeah, 2 of your top players out. Now who's going to get the ball here? Leslie Minner. He's hit 2 big threes. I think you've got to give him the ball and let him try to get the ball quickly up the court. 2 3-pointers. He's in the zone. Let him try to finish off this ball game and get a state championship.
You see Ellis injured with that knee in the third. He's right with his buddies. This group has won 2 of the last 3 state titles. And with 3 seconds, Jay, how do you drop the right play to get up the court and get an opportunity?
Well, you've got to have quick passes, and you've got to make sure, first of all, get the ball inbounds, but quick cuts and get it going downhill, because you're not going to have time to catch the ball with momentum.
What a dynamic start to this 1A state championship. The first of a quadruple header today here in Winston-Salem.
The inbound defender is going to be Adrian Scott, 6'6", with that long range. It's going to be tough with the big man guarding this inbounds.
Can the reigning champs pull a rabbit out of the hat? Down 1. 3 seconds to decide a state title. Anderson needs a timeout. They had 1 to work with and a chance to talk it over.
It looked like Keontae Barron was the only Tiger there coming up for the ball. Everybody else beyond half court. Nice defensive effort, closing things down, and Anthony Atkinson here drawing up.
He dubs his team the Party Boys. What a celebration would take place if they get a bucket here in 3 seconds.
No, it's going to go wild either way here in a minute. This has been a great game. But for him, look at how calm he is in the huddle, diagramming this play.
Anthony Atkinson Jr., a former Harlem Globetrotter. He traveled the world. Now he looks to travel back-to-back state titles for Wilson Prep. Following the timeout, what does Wilson Prep have drawn up here? Last chance for the reigning state champions. Here's Brandon Anderson. Options. Barron kicks it. Minner for the win. Wait, he's fouled. Wait, he's fouled. Oh, what a mistake for the Cardinals. And the referees are confirming this. Let's take a look.
Are they going to say it's on the floor? No, they're going to say 3 shots.
Checking, is it a shooting foul? And that's what they have called right now. Let's take a look. There's plenty of time. You could add a second on the clock. They'll add 0.6. Yeah. So 3 free throws for senior captain Leslie Minner. Hits it, tie game. No timeouts for Corvian. They got to let it go here. Leslie Minner for the lead. Has it. Wilson Prep knows they're seconds away from back-to-back titles. Opportunity here for the Cardinals. The heave. Shots! Oh, it's off! No good! Back-to-back champions, Wilson Prep. Dynasty continues in Wilson. 3 of the last 4 titles after an incredible last-second look for Corvian Community. Leslie Minner, your hero. Those game-winning free throws the difference, and he delivers another state title to the town of Wilson. How about that dynamic start to the 1A state championships? And a last-second free throw, a tremendous look for Corvian late, but unable to hit the game winner. This game had everything. Ben Ferguson with 30 points. He'll most likely be our West Shore home player of the game and tournament MVP. But a fantastic 1A state championship. There's the winner right there, Leslie Minner. Has to collect himself after a dynamic finish. And here's how it all unfolded. This is a beautiful play design from Corvian. And a chance right there to win it or tie it. And Cam Johnson unable to hit. That sparks the celebration. 3 titles in 4 years for the team from Wilson. Think about the injury for those young men. David Ellis goes down. And now we kick it to Jay Sunhalter with the winning coach.
Coach, congratulations. Your team handled the pressure to be back-to-back state champions.
Ain't nothing but God, man. Nothing but God at all. He's been on our side all year through all the adversity, through everything we go through. Oh, some tough guys over there, man. They fought and they fought and they fought. Kudos to Corvian, man. They're a great team. They gave us everything they had. Heart of champions, man.
What'd you say to your team during that timeout break for that final opportunity?
I just told them, go get the ball, win it. You know, winners win. You know, you got to be wanting to finish the game. And Les Minter is one of the most clutch players I ever coached him out. He struggled all first half. He was down on himself. I told him at halftime, this is what you're made for. You've been here before. Go get you one. And I'll be doggone if he ain't come out here and play his tail off. And I'm so proud of him and the rest of the team. I really am.
In order to win this game, you've got to have a special group. What does this team mean to you?
It's the best team I ever coached. And that's not a knock on none of my other teams. These guys have withstood the wars, withstood the tests. And here they came together and they said in the huddle they won't try to go home and lose. And that's what it's all about. My seniors led tonight. My seniors led tonight. Dave Ellis goes down to injury. We keep ticking. We win this for him.